Namaste. Hope everybody's doing well. I've been on vacation for the last couple days. Before I went on vacation, I was at work for about 20 days in a row. So I really deserve to get out, get a break, and come out here. I'm in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and I'm just enjoying myself, going out to different restaurants. I went to the beach this morning, got to see the sunrise. I just want to show you a little bit of what's out here. That probably doesn't do it justice. It's a beautiful area. If you're ever in South Carolina, Hilton Head is definitely a place that is worth going to see. I I've been thinking about some of the changes that I've experienced in my life because of the power of now, and one of those changes has to do with letting go. Eckhart Tolle, he talks about not trying to let go of attachments, and um, I've learned a certain truth to that, because when people ask me and people talk to me about different struggles that they have, like I talked to someone who said that they couldn't lose weight because they had a real sweet tooth, and chocolates were something that they just couldn't let go of. For me, in my own personal struggle, that was alcohol. I loved to drink. I would drink every night. Every other day I would go through a big bottle of wine. And one of those, I think it was 1.5 liters or something like that. But it's interesting now, because I don't even think about it like a struggle. Not drinking alcohol is not something that I'm cognizant of. It's not in the forefront or in the background of my mind. And I don't actually have to completely refrain from drinking alcohol. I had one drink like two nights ago, and it wasn't a big deal. I didn't have to keep drinking more. It's something I can do like a normal person. Uh, so it's not this struggle that the ego can make into a problem, because we learn from Eckhart that anytime we make a situation into a problem, that's just our ego trying to inflate itself, trying to identify with something. For instance, I am an alcoholic. That's identification with form. Even though it seems humble, it seems reasonable, it's still identification with form. Or when we say, I'm a heart attack survivor, it's still identification with form. So there's this idea of letting go. And how does that happen? Well, that happens when we realize deeply that we shouldn't look for ourselves inside of those things. There's this clinging, this looking, this constant searching that we do to find ourselves. When we realize that we can never be fulfilled, we can never find ourselves in the things in the forms that exist in the world, then we start to look inside ourselves for the stillness. And a big part of that has to do with disassociation with thoughts. And I've talked about this before in other videos. When we can disidentify and disassociate with certain thoughts that stream through our mind, then there's a certain power inside of that space that we create. So, in other words, the way it works is like this. We have a thought. The thought might be, hey, I want to have a drink tonight. And we don't have to follow that thought around and around and around. Oh no, I don't want to have a drink, or oh yeah, the drink would be good, or I just allow that thought to manifest, and then like a wave, it comes and then it goes. And then I'll have this realization later on, where I might wake up the next day and realize, hey, you know what? I thought I wanted to have a drink last night, but I totally forgot about it because it wasn't something that I had to do. It wasn't something I made into a personal problem. So it wasn't like a victory when I realized, oh, I didn't have a drink. And it wasn't like a disappointment either, like, oh man, I didn't have that drink. It just, okay, I guess I forgot about it. And that's the art of letting go. As long as you're trying to let go, you're trying, then you're missing the essence of the teaching. So attachments, they drop away when we disidentify with thought, and when we no longer seek ourselves inside of things in the world of form. It's a beautiful day out here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Namaste.